Just last week, I sent a check to my hard money lender up in Cincinnati, a check that I did not have the funds for. And I knew by writing the check, I'd have a couple days in the mail, as well as a couple days before they went to the bank and cashed it. So in that interim period, I was kind of freaking out because I didn't know when money was going to come. I was expecting money from a tenant that did not come in. And once they received the check, I called them up and just told them like, hey, when are you thinking about going to the bank? I don't know when I'm going to have money for my account so that the cash will clear. And sure enough, like the day before they went to the bank, my YouTube money hit my account, and I'm forever thankful. I'm so humbled that people watch my videos enough that I can get paid, and not only get paid, but helps me pay my bills in these tough times. I've had a really rough year, and I've taken a lot of L's. I've lost a lot of money, but it looks like now I'm getting a win, and I'm so very thankful for it. If I could ask for one favor, if you could just watch this whole video for the YouTube algorithm, I really want to see a video take off. I'm fascinated to see what would happen if a video were to go viral. So just one favor, I'm going to share with you all my data, full transparency. I'm going to share with you all the data behind the scenes. If you could just watch till the end, like and subscribe, that would be super dope. I started monetizing my channel on January 26th. On the final 6 days in January, I had 19,380 views and made $92.72. One of the two most important numbers is the estimated monetized playbacks, as that's how many ad views you receive. So in that little stretch of time, I had 9,844 monetized views, which gave me 50.8% of the total views were monetized. That's what I like to call the monetized view rate, which is pretty low, as you'll see in a minute. So I enjoy looking at this number simply because of its importance. If you think about it, a channel could get 10 million views, but if it only has 3,000 monetized views, then it's not making anything. Whereas a channel that might have 100,000 views and all of them are monetized makes significantly more, even though they have less views. So let's move to February. I had 68,335 total views, but you'll notice that the estimated monetized playbacks is 54,858, which is 80.3% of them were monetized. So I made $639.78, which is really high because I'm still a small channel. Now on to March. March, I had 68,720 views with 52,649 monetized for a rate of 76.6%. Still pretty high. I made $774.19, which is a big month. Still a small amount of views if you think about it. Like there's so many channels that get that easily like in a day. And so to get that in a month I think it's great, especially for a small channel. And the fact that I made almost $775 was really humbling. That was really nice. And so April, right now I'm making this video on April 23rd, I think. Let's see, April 23rd. And it's going to be by far the biggest month of my YouTube career. So over the 22 days so far that the data has been tracked, I've already surpassed all previous months in the important metrics. 73,630 views with 56,544 monetized for a monetization rate of 76.8%. In my opinion, that's a really solid number, and seeing the steady growth has been very, very nice to see. So we can chart this on a graph and see that I'm probably going to stay around that 75% to 80% monetization rate, which I'm really delighted by because of how quickly I can scale to having YouTube as my full-time profession. I mean, if you think about if 4 out of every 5 views are monetized, and at the CPM rates that I see, because I'm in the personal finance, real estate investing, internet marketing, that kind of stuff, the CPM rates are really high. So right now I'm getting 70,000 views a month. Once I get 150,000, 200,000, 300,000 views a month, then this can become my full-time job. I'm just like taken aback by how quickly it can happen. Now here's diving into the data a little deeper. So just this past week of uploading 5 days in a row, I've seen a huge jump in revenue. Going into this week, I was somewhere in like the $25 to $30 per day range. And you can see by the end of the week, you see a big jump of upwards of 50%. And I think that's because it's a culmination of putting out 5 videos in 5 days. And that's like the work being put in. You can definitely see the numbers. It's really interesting to see. So here's a look at the last 90 days of revenue to show what looks to be potential growth. Obviously, there's correlation with a huge jump in views as well. In the past week, I was somewhere in the 2,500 to 3,000. A good day would be 3,000. And so on the 21st, to see it jump up to 7,000, I mean, that's, again, a 50% increase in a day. And I think that's not going to be so much an outlier if I continually upload the way I am. And here's a look at the last 90 days in views. And here's a look at the last 90 days of subscribers. Keep in mind that I haven't had a video take off in March or April like I did in January or February when I had 2 videos surpass like 150,000 views. So this data can be a little bit difficult to read. If you look at the past 365 days, you can see how much of a surge I received when I had those 2 videos take off and surpass 150,000 views. I'm seeing steady growth rate. However, it's pretty clear that whenever you have videos that take off, that you can see a huge surge in subscriber for that brief period of time. Right now, I'm seeing a daily consistent rate of an increase of about 25 to 60. And here's some data on where I see the channel moving forward. So we have roughly 240 days remaining in 2020. If we stay on a linear path of an average about 40 new subscribers a day, I will hit 20,434 subscribers by year's end. That is amazing. I was at like 200 just a few months ago. And the fact that I think it's totally possible to hit 20,000 is really humbling. So my guess is that I'll have at least 2 videos hit 100K views again this year. I think they'll be completely random. You have no idea when they'll come, but I do estimate that I'll have at least 2. And I do think that I'll get about 5,000 subscribers from each video. So that 20,000 number is if we stay on a linear path. But if we insert 2 different videos that increase the subscriber count by 5,000 just on those videos alone, I'm looking at roughly 30,000 subscribers by 2021. And my lifetime views right now are at 622,643. Even if the channel stays consistent at about 3,000 views a day right now, I'll hit 1,342,643 views by 2021. I actually think this number is going to be much higher now that I'm putting a lot more focus in YouTube. I'm going to have a few months while being furloughed where I can put a lot of time into YouTube and make a lot more content. And I think I'm getting a pretty good idea of what people want to see. And I think that number is actually going to be closer to 2.5 million views, which would mean the daily average would have to jump up to 7,822 views per day over the remainder of 2020. And I think that's entirely possible. And lastly, let's have some fun and estimate how much the channel will make. In April, the channel is averaging $37 per day in revenue. Extrapolated out over the remainder of the year would bring in an additional $8,880, which is nice side income for sure. But if we're assuming that the channel will hit 2.5 million views by year's end, we'll be getting 1,877,357 views. And if we have a monetization views rate of 75%, the CPM stays about the same, then the income will be around $21,120. That's incredibly solid, a huge nice income. This has been really, really humbling. It's fascinating to see how quickly a YouTube channel can grow if you hit the market just right and start putting out content that people want to see. It's been a really enjoyable ride the past couple months to see the growth. And I'm going to keep making videos that you guys want to see. I'm very thankful for the support and all the positive comments. And I'm really fascinated to see these numbers and to see if any of these come true. And based on like the past 4 months, if you would have told me like I was at this point, man, I would have been shocked. So my goal is that hopefully on January 1st, 2021, I look back at this video and go, man, I was way off. I was way under. Things took off and were 10x Grant Cardone, right? That would be really dope to see. So thank you for the support. Thanks for watching.